Alright, so we are back for another unboxing, and today we're going to take a look at the TRN BT20s Pro. So this is really interesting because this might be the answer to your TWS needs, because this is a TWS kind of form factor, but using the lobes in your IEM. So you can use any lobes in your IEMs, and that might be a unique selling point for you, especially if you already have a good collection of IEMs and if you prefer a certain wired IEMs. So let's go to the unboxing table and unbox this thing. Alright, so we are gonna unbox this and give you guys my initial impressions. Of course, full review will be here soon as well. So yeah, BT20s Pro and Bluetooth as well. And looking at the specs, you're getting audio format aptX, effective range 10 meters, 80 milliamperes as well in battery in the lobes. Case is 700 milliamperes and Bluetooth 5.0, which is something that you want to see in 2020. And you're getting, of course, a typical TRN kind of box. There you go. And right off the bat, it's kind of big. I was actually expecting a little bit smaller compared to this one. But yes, you just have the TWS or the adapter itself. It's a leatherette kind of case, a faux leather kind of case, and you're getting a big TRN logo at the front. And you have your USB-C as well at the back. So first impressions in this one, I was actually expecting more of a hard case, like maybe your typical TWS. It's more of like a soft case with the zippers at the side. So yes, I was expecting more of a hard case because usually your TWS goes in the hard case. But that might not be what they're getting at. And TRN logo is a bit too big for me. I would like it to be a bit smaller. But what's good with this one is you might be already used to having this kind of case with your wired IEM. So this might not feel that different for you. You're getting a USB-C as well, and inside this is what you are getting. So firstly, I think I'm kind of getting why they designed it this way, because my first worry would be if they went for a super hard case like maybe this one, the size of the earphone inside might be a bit limited. So maybe going for this kind of case, you have more space for your IEM. So yes, that's why I initially went for ZSN Pro for this test, because it's one of the smaller ones. But definitely I can see that even your AS16 can fit this one, because it has a pretty sizable space on top. So that's really interesting. So this is your TRN BT20 kind of design, and it's still pretty big at the side, and you're getting also some preformed ear hooks as well. So yes, definitely it will depend on you if you like that or not, but that is a pretty big battery for me at the back. So yeah, up to you if you like that or not. It's quite light overall, so you might not feel this that much in your ear. But yes, it has some ear hooks also, so it might be really stable on the ear, so that's nice. And looking at the other side, you're getting both a similar kind of form factor, and you're getting also a 2-pin connector, and it seems like it's kind of the more stable and 2-pin connector in this one. So yes, this is what you are getting it. So what's nice for me about this one is it has an all-in-one kind of design, so you can charge on both of these with the included case. And of course, the case doesn't have any logos in this side, and you have R and L, and you're getting that charging connector and some pouch as well at the top. So yeah, definitely a unique design in this one. I'd say not the best build that I have felt. I was expecting a bit more, but I do appreciate that kind of unique form factor. So let's try to put the ZSN Pro in. And yes, it's a snug kind of fit with your ZSN Pro, so that's nice. So this is not going anywhere. So this is the more stable connector, and definitely I appreciate that for a wireless kind of pair. So this will be more stable in your ear. And yes, for me, frankly, this kind of looks cool with that ZSN Pro with that IEM kind of design. This side is just a bit big for me, but definitely with that IEM already inside. One thing that I'd like to try is to have the IEM inside and then close it. So let's try to see if it does close well. So yes, it does close, touching the top of the case. It's a snug kind of fit, but yeah, this can fit even bigger IEMs for sure, especially those not that deep IEMs. So it has a pretty okay kind of space. So let's try this on the ear and give you guys my impressions in how this wears on the ear. Right, so on the ear, it's definitely a little bit more heavy compared to your usual wired IEMs. You can definitely feel it. So comfort takes a hit in this one a bit. So this will be a little less comfortable compared to your wired IEMs. You can also feel a bit of heat at the back, so it's not that big of an issue, but you can definitely feel it. In terms of stability, this is very stable on the ear, so this is much like your usual IEMs with ear hooks, so you can do some extraneous activities with this one. And what's really cool is there's no wires, of course, with my IEMs, so it feels freeing to have your IEMs on your ear and not have any wires at all. So definitely a unique selling point in this one. And also what I did notice is there's some white noise when I wore the IEMs. So this might not be the most silent amplifier or driver. So let's pair it up and show you guys how it performs. So let's test out the latency. So the latency is not that bad. It's around 30 to 50 ms. So you can barely notice it. So you can definitely use this for some gaming, which is pretty impressive for me. Alright, so you can drive the ZSN Pro to good volume. So with just around 20% of the volume in this one, I can drive the ZSN Pro X already with a listenable volume. However, the left lobe for me is disconnecting a bit in my testing right now, so it's a bit intermittent. I'm not 100% sure what's the cause of that one, but the right lobe is good, but the left is disconnecting maybe after 2 seconds of listening. But when I get the iPhone close, it's playing again. So I may need to do more testing to isolate what the issue is. So when I hold the IEM with my hand, it does go back. When it comes to sound, it does drive the ZSN Pro to a good level. But yes, the connection is a bit of an issue for me in this one. So yeah, listening to it for half of the song, it's still disconnecting on me. So let me try to pair it again, so we might have a better connection after repairing. So now we are reconnected again, and we're trying Slick and Dirty by John Circa. And again, that left lobe is still disconnecting on me. Disconnection issues is haunting my listen right now. So that's my initial listen. Works for the BT20s Pro. So definitely it's a cool concept. You're getting an all-in-one solution. You have your TWS. You already have a case. You can put your wires at the top, and of course you're getting the TWS form factor, so you can use your TWS on the go. If it does run out of battery, you can switch to your wired. So really cool concept overall, especially if you're into kind of an all-in-one kind of solution. However, yes, my big issue is that this has some disconnection issues on me, so that's kind of a deal breaker. So I might need to do more tests in how this performs, maybe use an Android device as well, so it might be better in performance. So I need to test it more, but now for the iPhone, it did have some connection issues. So usually with Wi-Fi, it's kind of a hit and miss. Sometimes you have very good units, sometimes you don't have good units, and this might be a bad unit, so that's a bit unfortunate. I would wait for more reviews in this one before you purchase to make sure that the connection issues get fixed. So that's my look in the TRN BT20s Pro, a really cool product. And thanks for your suggestions, guys, and prioritizing this one. And of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt unboxing. Goodbye.